is with great pleasure, great pride that I introduce the Prime Minister of Canada and the MP for the riding of Nepean, the Right Honourable Mark Carney.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Minister. Thank you, David. Good morning, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. I want to thank my colleagues from the National Capital Region for joining me, and I would especially like to thank Chris D'Entremont, the Member for Parliament for Acadie, Annapolis. I'm honoured to welcome him as the newest member of our government caucus. Chris est un leader de sa communauté et un parlementaire dévoué, des qualités qu'il a notamment démontrées quand il était président adjoint de la Chambre des communes. Chris, ton engagement à bâtir l'avenir du Canada contribuera grandement à la mission du gouvernement en ce moment crucial pour notre pays. I will repeat that. Chris's decision to join the government caucus at this crucial moment for our country is exceptionally valuable and important. C'est un plaisir pour moi et nos collègues d'être ici au dépôt Albion, un endroit où des ingénieurs, des soudeurs et des machinistes unissent leurs compétences pour construire des infrastructures qui durent. You know, I said a moment ago about what a crucial time this is, and you know, over history of nations, they're punctuated by hinge moments, times when the future hangs in the balance and when our actions must be decisive. Canada is facing one of these moments right now. Technological change is accelerating, the world is more divided and dangerous, and the global trading system is literally being rewired, threatening jobs and businesses under a cloud of uncertainty. These profound changes demand a bold response, and that's what we got yesterday. Canada's new government tabled our first budget. We presented a clear picture of what's happening to our economy.
Mobile accessories. Let's just forget phone cases. There are 1.5 billion mobile phones sold every year.
And what's being taken from us. It's estimated, you'll find in the budget, it's estimated that U.S. tariffs and the uncertainty that they're creating will cost us around 1.8% of our GDP. Let me translate that. That's about $50 billion lost from our economy, or the equivalent of $1,300 for every Canadian. Now, while we can't control what the U.S. does, we can decide what happens here. This is Canada, and we can build the future we want for ourselves. We can get that money back and more. Nous sommes maîtres chez nous. Ce sont les Canadiens qui vont décider ce qui se passe ici. C'est notre pays, c'est votre avenir. Nous allons vous le redonner. Le budget de 2000... Bienvenue, Monsieur Fanjoy. Vous étiez à notre réunion avec le maire. Oui, il travaille tout le temps. Ça, c'est l'idée, c'est nécessaire. Le budget de 2025 et notre nouvelle stratégie économique pour répondre aux défis actuels et en sortir plus fort. Un plan qui s'appuie sur nos forces, nos valeurs et notre histoire d'aventuriers, de preneurs de risques et de bâtisseurs. Un plan pour un Canada confiant qui reprend le contrôle de son avenir en catalysant des investissements générationnels afin de protéger nos communautés, nos frontières et notre mode de vie. Bâtir une économie plus forte où chacun a la chance de progresser. Donner aux Canadiens de nouvelles possibilités, de meilleures carrières et un coût de la vie plus abordable. Budget 2025 is a bold strategy to unleash over $1 trillion in total investment in Canada over the next 5 years. That alone can increase our GDP by over 3.5%. Again, let me translate. That's equivalent to more than $3,500 for every Canadian, delivering far more for Canadians than what's been taken from us from abroad. Now is not the time to be cautious because fortune favors the bold. It is a time to get big things done for Canadians and get them done fast. So we're building one Canadian economy, turbocharged by new infrastructure that connects our regions, that diversifies our trading markets, infrastructure that makes us an energy superpower in clean and conventional energy, new infrastructure that restores affordability to housing and secures our borders and our communities while creating literally hundreds of thousands of high-paying careers from the skilled trades to advanced technology. And the budget will make these generational investments while maintaining Canada's strong fiscal advantage by taking responsible, pragmatic choices. We're changing how government works, spending less on government operations so Canadians can invest more in our future. We're making government much more productive by right-sizing, cutting red tape and wasteful spending, and adopting AI at scale. All of this so that Canadians can count on their government to be more efficient in delivering the services that matter to you. We're slowing growth in direct program spending from 8% to under 1%. We will balance our operational budget over the next 3 years, and we will maintain the strongest balance sheet in the G7. Building the future we want starts with building the communities that we want. And some of the biggest investments in Budget 2025 are in local infrastructure, including through a new $50 billion Build Communities Strong Fund. Nous allons moderniser les collèges et les universités pour que les travailleurs et les talents canadiens puissent obtenir l'éducation leur permette d'occuper les emplois dont ce pays aura le plus besoin. Nous allons investir dans de nouvelles écoles de médecins afin de remédier à la pénurie nationale de médecins et d'infirmières et afin d'offrir aux Canadiens les soins dont ils ont besoin. We'll build new roads and bridges so you can get to where you want to go more easily, and our products can move more quickly. And we will modernize our buses and trains that connect our communities, like the O-trains right behind me. We'll provide federal funding to help build and revitalize Canada's hospitals so you can get the care that you need. In too many of our communities, the hospitals were built in the 1970s, and they're now serving twice the population they were designed for. So we're going to deploy $5 billion to build more emergency departments and new urgent care centers, and to procure modern equipment so doctors and nurses can deliver care faster and better.
Getting turned down for a mortgage is tough. At monstermortgage.ca, we get it. So we specialize in finding lending solutions as unique as you. Whether you're looking to buy, refinance, or renovate, nothing scares us. We're here to talk. Call us today.
Nous investirons le capital public limité de façon à créer de la certitude et à attirer les investissements privés partout au pays. Les fonds Bâtir des communautés fortes comblera le déficit d'infrastructure du Canada et contribuera à rebâtir notre productivité. Nous travaillerons avec les provinces et les territoires de manière à stimuler davantage d'investissements, en égalant les fonds ou en éliminant certains frais de développement. Si un gouvernement local facilite la construction de logements plus rapidement, notre gouvernement l'aidera à en construire encore davantage. C'est comme ça que les incentives doivent fonctionner. Tous les ordres de gouvernement qui tirent dans la même direction vers le même objectif. With Build Canada Homes, we're turbocharging housing construction and mainstreaming advanced methods of construction, with the potential to cut building timelines by 50%, reduce cost by 20%, and lower emissions by 20%. In this way, as we build millions of more affordable homes for Canadians, Canada can become a global leader in new construction techniques, sustainable materials, and advanced manufacturing. You see, Budget 2025 is not only about what we build, but also about how we build. We are building sustainably, with low-carbon investments that will make Canada more competitive. We are building in solidarity with workers, creating good union jobs across the skilled trades. And we're building inclusively, in full partnership with First Nations, Inuit, and Métis. And above all, we are building Canadian, with Canadian workers using Canadian steel, Canadian lumber, Canadian expertise. Un seul projet peut générer des commandes d'acier à Hamilton, de béton à Calgary et des locations d'équipements lourds à Laval. La modernisation du réseau d'eau à Moncton crée du travail pour les équipes locales d'excavation et les fabricants de conduits. When provinces and municipalities start designing new water plants, roads, hospitals, they create contracts for construction companies, engineers, equipment suppliers, electricians, plumbers, project managers. And each of those contracts supports dozens of subcontracts, from trucking, surveying, fabrication, IT. The entire ecosystem of small and medium-sized businesses that make up Canada's industrial base. So the short-term effect of those projects is thousands of good jobs in construction, the trades, and logistics. The longer-term effect is high-paying, fulfilling careers with recurring contracts year after year. And that is what $1 trillion of investment builds. We will build Canada strong with projects that build our communities strong. By investing in the Bob Macquarie Recreation Complex in Orleans, a space that Marie-France Lalonde rightly advocated for, we will build Orleans strong. Or back in Edmonton, where I grew up, by investing in the Bissell Centre, focused on reducing homelessness there, we will build Edmonton strong. By investing in the TMU Medical School, we will help doctors and nurses train and build Brampton strong. Avec le chantier naval Follion, nous bâtissons une Gaspésie forte. You know, Canada's strength wasn't built in the halls of Parliament. It was built in our communities, built by workers who poured concrete and weld steel, by innovators who push boundaries of discovery, inventing technologies that create our future, and by veterans who enroll in colleges and start their own businesses serving their town after defending our country, and the doctors, the nurses, and the scientists who saved lives, but too often have had to do more with less. Le budget de 2025 redonne le pouvoir aux communautés pour que nous puissions construire plus grand, plus vite et plus qu'auparavant. Un plan qui crée les bonnes conditions pour bâtir ici, chez nous, avec des communautés plus fortes et bienveillantes. Parce que nous sommes Canadiens, nous prenons aussi soin les unes des autres et nous veillons les unes sur les autres. Avec le budget, nous préservons nos programmes sociaux, y compris les services de garde, les soins dentaires et les repas scolaires. Nous allons préserver nos transferts en santé, en éducation et en programmes sociaux aux provinces. Et nous allons préserver des soutiens essentiels, comme les crédits d'impôt pour les personnes en situation de handicap. This budget protects the essential programs that give every Canadian a fair chance to get ahead, including childcare, dental care, pharmacare, as well as federal health care, education, and social transfers to the provinces. Friends, the work ahead won't always be easy because the challenges we face are not small. But in this moment of great change and deep uncertainty, we have a choice. We can retreat, slash the deficit, hope for the best, wait and see if the trickle-down ever comes. That will gut the support to the most vulnerable Canadians just when they need that support the most. And it won't grow our economy. Our other alternative is to advance. We can empower Canadians and build this country bigger and bolder than ever before. We can move from reliance on one partner to resilience, to global shocks. We can move from uncertainty to prosperity. We can be masters in our own home and look out for everyone in it. We choose Canada. We choose to invest in Canada and for all Canadians because this is our country. This is your future. With Budget 2025, we are taking back control to build Canada strong. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Look forward to your questions.
Thank you, Prime